I think I'd say three things. One is don't be scared. It's such well-intentioned work that anything you do will elevate your organization. So go, wholeheartedly and don't be scared. And we're all trying to learn together. We're all going through the Dunning-Kruger curve, right? So we shouldn't let fear, inhibit us. The second thing I'd say is I think what was counterintuitive but critical for us was to say that not all skills matter the same. And we actually took a pretty hard stance, again, very counterintuitive, that we're going to just focus the entire company on one skill, which at that time was AI, and this was 4 or 5 years ago, to say, let's just see if we can systematically build this one skill that universally everyone knew, yeah, this matters, this is a disruptive thing. And I think if we hadn't made it so simple, we would have gotten buried in our own complexity. Yeah. And so that was a very counterintuitive thing for us to do, to say we're L&D and we only care about this one skill. And didn't mean we didn't care about the other skills, but we kind of let that become sort of, as I said, the technology business as usual stuff. And we spent a disproportionate amount of our time on how we could really transform the company in that one skill. And when we felt we had a proven systematic way to do it, that again was very simple, of defining 4 levels of skill in the company, creating journeys mapped to those. And the only metric we measured, again, we threw out all the other metrics. It's like we sort of threw out all the other skills. And so the only metric that matters, what level are you? And how many people are at what level versus how many need to be at that level. And then we took that very, very simple thing. And then we did one more counterintuitive thing, which was to say, L&D should not be the one deciding what those skills are. Part of the company that determines, refines, and defines our strategy has to be the co-owner of what are those vital few critical skills. Because the reason those skills exist are a means to an end. An end is executing our strategy with our purpose and our growth, but the skills exist to execute the strategy. So the skills actually have to be a byproduct of the company strategy, which is essential in making them systematic instead of programmatic. Because in a good year, programs live. In a bad year, programs die. But there's never a year where a company does not diligently, with discipline, define and refine its strategy. So if you can tether skills to strategy, connect skills to strategy so that skills becomes a byproduct of the strategy and it changes with the strategy, then again, counterintuitive, because it's almost like it's not an L&D thing anymore, it's a strategy thing. Whoever owns your company's strategy should have a huge co-ownership role in determining what are those vital few, because those are the capabilities that make the strategy more than a daydream.
Yes.
And I think those would be the 3 lessons that I would say that we take from our own journey. Like, just start, good intention, narrow your world to very simple metrics, one metric, one skill, show that you can massively, systematically change the company in that one skill. I'm proud to tell you, Ericsson went from 300 people with AI several years ago to now what we have 30,000. 2 orders of magnitude with this simple system.
Extraordinary. Yeah, it's a big story.
And then it is, now I can say with confidence, skill sensing is a part of life at Ericsson. Every year, as part of our strategy, we determine what is the byproduct of that strategy. What are the global critical skills that our company most needs to know? So I think shrinking it is actually the key to making
a good solid process. Yeah, 100% right. My 3 will be slightly different. The first one is that just if you're a CLO, think of the whole organization. What kind of an organization would you want to work in? Would you want to build? Build the organization. Don't just focus narrowly on, I need to deliver 5 more courses than I did last year, because I think that's a reducto that is ridiculous. So that's the first thing. The second one is do your field work. That don't believe what people say. Get out there, talk to people, understand viscerally what the blockages are in the organization and what the organization wants to do and where it wants to go, and help in that journey. That all the time you meet people who do their good work in spite of the organization, not because of it. So if you can unlock some of those blockages, then it drive productivity enormously. And the third thing is very simple. What about you? Think about you, your journey, your team. You build for yourself. Don't just think that my job is to sublimate myself and do everything for everyone else. If you're not moving, if you're not growing, if you're not being astonished and discomforted and amazed by the world, how can you expect anyone else to be?